All right, guys, welcome to one of North Idaho's fastest booming cities right now, Post Falls, Idaho. In this week's episode of North Idaho Hidden Gems and Hot Deals, we found 3 listings in a brand new mixed-use development called Millworks. Incredible opportunities in 3 different price point levels. You gotta check them out, so stay tuned.
Hey, what's up, guys? Welcome to this week's North Idaho Hottest Deals and Hidden Gems. I'm Connor Hammonds with the Living CDA Realty Group, brokered by EXP. We do these videos every week trying to dive into listings that we find on the MLS that just catch our eye or we think have some great value and bring them to you in this format, showing you the neighborhoods, boots on the ground, and getting into the listings, doing a little vlog tour of each listing with Cody and Lexi, and just giving you some insight into what the real estate market is looking like as if we're showing you as a buyer. So we thought this would be a cool format. We appreciate you following along and watching our videos. I try and get them out every week. Obviously, we get super busy as a team working with clients, helping people buy and sell homes in beautiful North Idaho. So every once in a while we'll miss it, but we got a great show today, targeting in a new neighborhood I mentioned in the opening, Post Falls. Rapidly growing city here in North Idaho, and this is a brand new mixed-use community that's coming out called Millworks. So excited about that. But if you're interested and you like these type of videos, make sure you tap that bell, hit that subscribe button, so you'll get a notification every time we do a new video. Will pop up, and maybe it will really check the box of the type of house or living you might be looking for if you're doing a little investigating and potentially wanting to move to North Idaho. We are kind of a relocation specialist team here, Living CDA Group. We do this all year round, and we work the entire panhandle, so from St. Mary's pretty much all the way up to Bonner's Ferry. We got you covered, whether it's acreage. Don't let that pop up. But we got acreage living, condo living, all different types. So make sure you tap that bell and subscribe. And then if you get to the point where you're interested in making a trip up here, or you have been up here and you're like closer to pulling the trigger in terms of making the move or looking for something to purchase, you got to reach out to us. Call, text, or email us. However you got to get a hold of us. We got your back when you're moving to North Idaho. We can set up a Zoom call. We can set up a phone call. If you're coming into town, we can even give you options on where to stay, and then meet up in our office downtown in the conference room. Just talk a little bit about what we can do in helping you out, and then also answer any questions just on the entire area, or pull up listings if we're at the point where we want to drive around and take a look at properties. We do it all summer long, quite a bit. So make sure you reach out and get in touch with us. We can put something on the calendar if you're planning a trip up here. So don't be afraid to reach out again. And we do have a relocation guide. We can mail that out to you if you want a hard copy. I've had a couple of people reach out, would love to, and wanted to get that before making the trip up here, or just send over it via email. Just gives you a look into kind of our whole area, places, things to do, events that are happening, places to eat, and really cool, some other cool stuff. So let us know. But this week's episode of Hidden Gems, we're diving into the city of Post Falls. One of the fastest growing cities in all of Idaho, the whole state really, and the reason for that is location, number one, and the fact that it just has so much land to develop and for new developments to happen. I think I've talked about it quite a bit. Coeur d'Alene is really the anchor of North Idaho, and people are looking to move. A lot of times they're searching that because that's kind of from a marketing and PR perspective. People around the country know of Coeur d'Alene. It just it's becoming a little bit of popular for a vacation place, obviously somewhere to vacation. You have the lake, the golf course, the Coeur d'Alene Resort. But once people get up here, we kind of get to show them all the other cool towns and cities that are surrounding Coeur d'Alene that are just 10-15 minute drive away that might suit your living better. And so really, when you come from Coeur d'Alene and you're going west, Post Falls is the city that's closest to the Idaho-Washington border. One of the reasons that's significant is a lot of people, Coeur d'Alene isn't a huge metropolitan area, so when people are coming up here looking for work, or if they're trying to get a job, sometimes they'll find something in Spokane, which is really just a 30-minute drive, 35-minute from Coeur d'Alene drive away. And there's just a lot more. It's a much bigger city. You have an international airport. That's the main hub airport they're going to be flying into when you visit here. It has a bigger downtown. You have Liberty Lake, which has a lot of tech companies that are kind of growing in this area. A lot of and then when you go into Spokane Valley, a lot of industrial. You have an Amazon fulfillment center that was just built a couple years ago over in Spokane, and so bigger, I would say, industry is over there. So sometimes people find work over there when they're relocating here. And for someone who's making a commute, if you're coming from a big metro, really anywhere driving from Coeur d'Alene to Spokane isn't a bad drive. I mean, you're looking at, again, 30 to 40 minutes, maybe 45 in the winter, or if things are driving slow. But Post Falls in general is a very popular place for people to land if they work in Spokane, because it really even cuts up. It's a super quick drive from Post Falls. Hop on I-90, you're right across the state line. A lot of people, they may work in the Washington side, but they really want to live in Idaho because of just the values that we have over in our state, and it's more, a little more conservative values, whatever. If that's kind of what you're looking for, a lot of times people might work in Washington, live in Idaho. So that's a very common thing that we've seen. And Post Falls is growing probably the fastest, mostly because, as you can see here, we are all located in a valley. So you have mountains up here by Rathdrum, Hauser Lake, on the north side of Highway 53, and then south of the river, all of this is going to be mountainous terrain. And in the middle here is pretty much the valley of Spokane Valley, Liberty Lake, Post Falls, and this is what we call kind of the Post Falls Rathdrum Prairie. And this has always been a ton of farmland. It still is a lot of farmland, but as you can see, we have new developments popping up. The landings, this one's been here for quite a while, but this stuff out here and then south of Rathdrum is slowly being developed as people move here. And so because of that, the population growth in Post Falls is probably the highest, as well as Rathdrum at a little maybe slower pace. Whereas Coeur d'Alene, if you look over here, the border of Coeur d'Alene proper is Hutter, which goes north-south right here. And so our border, we're pretty much filled when you come. It's north of the lake. You have all of this national forest and terrain that is unbuildable, and then you go up to pretty much prairie, which is right here, which is the cutoff from Hayden and Coeur d'Alene. So in terms of population growth, Coeur d'Alene is pretty much built out unless you go vertical. Downtown condos are being built, obviously. This prairie land is owned by a developer I think we did a video earlier over at Foxdale. They have a development being built right here called the Trails, and he owns all of this land. Eventually would probably be developed out in time. And one thing to note, I don't know timing wise, but there's always been like a 10-year plan, and it keeps getting pushed out. But there's always been talk of a north-south kind of freeway interchange that will cut through the prairie. Because right now, if you want to go up north to Canada or Sandpoint, you got to take I-90 all the way down here to the center of Coeur d'Alene and head up US 95, which has a bunch of stoplights. It takes quite a while to get from Coeur d'Alene through Hayden. Whereas they've always talked about doing an interchange here and just a freeway that loops up where Hutter is and around and kind of circumnavigates Coeur d'Alene and Hayden and shoots you right up to Sandpoint, which would be kind of nice. But that's a really, really far in the future plan, and the Department of Transportation, I don't think, really puts a ton of priority on some of the development, which is kind of a bummer here, being in North Idaho, where a lot of our legislation and Department of Transportation stuff is based in Boise, which is so far away from us that sometimes we get, I think, forgotten a little bit up here, even though we're growing. But Post Falls in general is what we're targeting today. And one of the new developments, which I think is super cool and wanted to highlight it in this video, is because it's different from all the other Post Falls developments that are going up that happen to be in the prairie land. So most of the development is in the prairie land, and it's planned neighborhoods, which is really cool for a certain demographic of buyer. You have the first-time home buyers, you have the families, and it's you have parks and trails, but it's really in the prairie, not really developed trees, and so it's more of that kind of cookie cutter suburbia land type of feel, whereas this development that we're highlighting today is called Millworks. And the reason I'm excited about it is it's close to what Post Falls is trying to create as a downtown. This area right here, as I zoom in, Spokane Street off of I-90, if you go south, this whole area they've been really trying for the past probably 10-15 years to little by little build kind of a hub for Post Falls. Because the weird thing about Post Falls is Coeur d'Alene has always had this really vibrant downtown and kind of the anchor, where community events happen and people, there's commerce and shopping and retail and living, and everyone, even Post Falls and West, pretty much kind of views that as their downtown as well, and they haven't really had one of their own. But in reality, they have an amazing opportunity because of the land here and how cool it is when you're down here to really grow it retail wise, and businesses can start coming in, and that's happening little by little here. So south of Spokane Street, you have these new condos that have gone up with a marina there. You have the Red Lion Templins Hotel on the river. That has been here forever, but it has really been an old, kind of dated, not really nice hotel, even though it's prime time location. So the cool thing to know about this is it was just purchased by a really progressive and modern new building company called Standcraft that is building really cool stuff in our area right now. And so the fact that they made this huge purchase gives you an idea that this may turn into something that's a lot more desirable when you're coming to visit, in terms of a resort in Post Falls, because you have beautiful landscape, you have the water, you have a marina. And remember, when you're on the Spokane River, you can take that river all the way to the mouth of Coeur d'Alene and enjoy, everything that Lake Coeur d'Alene has to offer as well. And this river, people boat, people ski, wakeboard. I mean, it's used as kind of a inlet to the lake. So the fact Red Lions was bought and could be developed into something really cool is a good opportunity, and could be a really good anchor for this to finally develop this downtown area. You have beach area right here, public swimming. You have hiking trails all the way up here. It's just really a hidden gem, and goes with this whole video series that we're doing. This downtown area, or future downtown area of Post Falls is really a hidden gem in the making. So we have this condo area here. There's a brand new mixed use building that was built, and some of this land is still for sale, but little by little I know it's going to be kind of, as more people commit to this area, you'll see more development happening. Right down here is one of my favorite breweries in all of North Idaho, Post Falls Brewing Company. Really cool spot. You have to check that out if you come to town. One of my favorite restaurants, definitely in all of Post Falls, is it's in this old house. It's called Republic Kitchen, and so you can find that downtown as well. And if you just go a little bit northeast, so there's Republic Kitchen and Tap House right there. Great little, it's like an old historic house with a patio. You have Rogers Burgers, which I highlighted that when we did the East Sherman video. Amazing hamburgers, and so that's fairly new as well. So there's little stuff happening. And this new development we're highlighting today with the listings is just northeast of this corridor, and it's the old mill site. So this area right here, all the way around here where I'm highlighting here, is the old mill site. Was purchased and is being developed into kind of a mixed use development. If you've watched other videos where we've highlighted Riverstone in Coeur d'Alene or the Atlas Waterfront, has a similar vibe to that. There's no single family homes, however, being developed. It's all townhomes and condos, and then retail shops are going in as well. There's 3 different listings we're going to highlight today in this area. So we're staying right in this area at 3 different price points. So we have kind of the entry-level townhomes. That's going to be close to $400,000. We have like the secondary level, which is going to be right under 500,000. I believe it's like 495. And then the model home, which is a bigger townhome, a 3-bed, 3-bath plus a living space over the garage, almost 3,000 square feet. And that one is going to be in the 700,000s. So you have kind of 3 levels of pricing in Millworks. And it's kind of anchored when you come into here. There's a really cool grain silo, old grain silo that kind of shows you like where you're at. There's a new hotel being built right here. I believe it's going to be a Hyatt, like maybe a Hyatt Place hotel. There's a really cool bookstore and bistro that opened here called Kindred & Co. Let's see, I might as well let me just check. Yeah, let's see some photos of Kindred & Co. while we're here. Might as well. So, really cool bookstore that they built that you never really saw cool retail spaces and restaurant spaces like this, and slowly but surely we're getting these coming in. People are investing in this area, spending a lot of money to build a nice place for people to gather. There's an amazing event space. Let me see if I can show you that. I kind of can show you there. But amazing event space, bookstore, bistro. That's right here as you enter the Millworks neighborhood. And then there's fitness place. There's a Piccolo's Pizza that's going to be coming in, is what we've heard, and they have a great location in Liberty Lake. So all around, this Millworks area is kind of exciting for Post Falls because it's south of I-90, which is close to this downtown corridor that they're really trying to build out. It's in a price point that's affordable when you are looking at new construction versus like Coeur d'Alene or Hayden. I mean, you're entry level $400,000 for a nice condo that's brand new in this walkable type of neighborhood is a pretty good value in my opinion. And you're close to also Black Bay Park. I mean, this is kind of like the Tubbs Hill, I would say, for Post Falls kids. You can hike it. There's rocks to jump off of and trails into the river there. So it's kind of been neglected, I would say, this area up until recently. And so if you're looking for maybe a place to get in early that's going to continue to develop or invest in early, if you're looking to maybe buy something that you can rent out as an investment property, this might be a good option to look into and reach out to us about. So Millworks is what it's called. Let me jump onto their website so you can see a little bit about what it looks like. Let me go to the main page here. It's going to let me. Bear with me, guys. Tour of Millworks. Oh, here we go. Might as well just watch the video. This is kind of crazy. A video inside a video, but this is a good idea. It gives you a good snapshot of what it looks like from above. What it's going to look like. So obviously this is not all built out. The trees are not looking like that yet. But that is what the buildings are looking like as they're being built. They have walking trails. They have a lot of views of the mountains past the Spokane River when you're looking south. A lot of rear entry garages with front walkways and steps up to these modern townhouses. Yeah. This commercial development part has not been purchased yet, but there's Kindred & Co. there, restaurants here. Over here where my mouse is kind of the location where we're going to be touring a couple listings. So that just gives you a good overall snapshot. It's listed with Robert Jacobs at Coldwell Banker, a friend of ours. And so he gave us a tour of the model home earlier. And since it's so new, we're just kind of learning about it, but wanted to share it with you. So Millworks, we're going to jump into that today. Let me see if we can show you a little bit of the photos too. And obviously, if you go to millworks.com, WORX, you can get a look at it. But here's some of the units we're going to be showing you. They look just like this. Have some steps going up to the front door. Here's the old grain silo that's going to be developed around. Really cool old feel and keeping some of that mill history intact here. But you have kind of the more row house look buildings. You have the really side-by-side townhouses, and then some condo unit look type of view. And so we're gonna jump into that, guys. Reminder, if this looks like something that piques your interest, don't just sit there and wonder how to get more information. Reach out, text us, call us, email us. We'll help you. We'll get you more information specifically on listings and information on what's coming up in this development in particular. So reach out to us, and we're gonna just jump right into seeing a couple of these listings, see all three price points if we can, and give you a perspective of what Millworks is all about. Again, we're right there, close to downtown, the upcoming downtown of Post Falls, Idaho. It's super convenient, located to hospitals. You're 10 minutes from Kootenai Health. You're about a stone's throw across I-90 to Northwest Specialty Hospital, and really probably only 25 minutes over to Sacred Heart, the bigger medical center in Spokane. So really conveniently located if you want to go to Spokane or Coeur d'Alene, right smack in the middle. And let's just hop on down there, meet up with Lexi and Cody, and take a look at listing number 1. All right, guys.
All right, guys, we're at 1008 on 4th Avenue. This is our first listing of the week here in Millworks. We're gonna take a look at it. It's the entry-level price point in this community. So come on, take a look with Lexi. What's happening?
Hey, how's it going? Welcome in.
Welcome to listing number 1. All right, what do we got here?
So this is listed at $415. This is one of the lower end price points in this new development that has commercial, residential, got restaurants, you've got gyms and hotels, all kinds of cool things coming in. But at this price point, you still get LVP floors, you get quartz countertops, you get nice Bosch appliances, beautiful undermount stainless steel sink.
And
you get a lot for that price.
Yeah, and the builder is offering a $5,000 credit on that price point. So essentially it's you're sitting at 410. Who knows, maybe creeping into the high 300s if things aren't selling and they want to make a deal. So you never know.
Yeah, you could use that credit to buy a matching refrigerator, but come check out the garage real quick. This is pretty cool.
And it's a rear load garage, so it comes off an alley.
Yeah. You've got epoxy floors in here, completely finished, drywalled, and heated, which I think we'll see in one of the other units as well. But very nice feature in North Idaho.
Yes.
Have a heated garage.
As you can see, we've been snowing like crazy. Mid-February, heated garages are amazing.
Yes.
So
you do have a half bath right here for guests, and then let's head upstairs.
Little powder bath there. And these are considered condos in terms of how they're represented, and there is an HOA fee. For this unit, the HOA fee varies a little bit by square footage. You're gonna be paying $180 a month, and all the exterior is maintained and taken care of for you, so it's very low maintenance living.
Does that include water, sewer, garbage?
I don't know, but we can find that out for you.
So here we're in the master bedroom and bathroom. Got a nice tiled shower in here, quartz counters again, and your closet has a nice big window. It's kind of cool that you've got a little patio off your master bedroom here.
Yep.
Nice big laundry room that you can customize, with cabinets or potentially a laundry sink, things like that. Utility closet. And your second full bathroom right here. And then this bedroom is also a good size and has a really nice closet. Not the primary, but it does have a lot of space in here.
Yeah, and you have some mountain views out the back. Not so much out the front, but off that patio, that's kind of the main drag. So if you like the walkable lifestyle, that's what they're really trying to achieve here. Trails and walkways to kind of commercial and retail spots, which is really cool and unique for Post Falls. So it's really an awesome deal for this price point. We don't see a lot of it in Post Falls. We'll head back down, and again, it says 2 bed, 2.5 bath. just over 1,400 square foot home. So if you're looking for maybe, you know, something very, very low maintenance, almost like it's condo living essentially for a lower price point, you know, you're right at 400,000, and it's brand new, and you're close to amenities in Post Falls. And the unique thing about Post Falls, and I think Lexi and Cody will attest to this, is one of the reasons it's very popular is it's a great commuter town in terms of if you work in Spokane, if you work in Coeur d'Alene, it is so quick to the freeway. You could get to downtown Spokane super quick. You're to Kootenai Health in like 15 minutes, maybe even less, maybe 10 minutes. So in terms of like accessibility to everything, it's right in the middle.
Yes.
So. Listing number 1, we're gonna check out 2 more in this same community. It's a brand new community, and so come along, let's take a look at number 2. All right, guys, we're at listing number 2, 1010 on 4th Avenue here in Millworks, a nice townhouse. We're in a price point of just under 500K. So we're gonna show you, take a little tour of this one as well. All right. Hello, hello.
Hey, what's up? So this is 1010. East 4th Avenue. So we're still at the Millworks here. This is house number 2. It is a 3, 2.5. This is listed just under 500,000 at 498. So a nice price point for the area.
Yeah, and it's about 1,700 square feet.
Yep.
And in this one, you got 3 beds, 2.5 baths, and you're on 4th Avenue, which is really kind of meant to be the main drag of this Millworks. The building right across the street is going to be mixed use. If you go on the other side of it, there's going to be a nice pizza restaurant. There's a gym. On the corner is Kindred & Co., a really amazing bookstore. You'll have to check that out online. The photos are amazing. But let's take a look. Give us on tour, Cody.
Yeah,
here.
so we've got kitchen here, you know, kind of entry, living type area in the front, but real big island here.
Yep.
Really nice high-end appliances, Bosch appliances, so you can see real nice gas range here. There are some builder incentives on this listing, so you know, like if you wanted to add a refrigerator to match your appliances, things like that, that's ways you can use those incentives.
And they're offering a $7,000 credit right off the bat.
Yep.
So it's listed, $498 with a $7,000 credit. And that being said, we're taking these tours, you know, of gyms, hot listings. These have been finished and haven't been sold yet. So they've been on the market for a while. So it's a little unique for a builder to offer incentives, but we're in a market where you can ask for things.
Yep, for sure.
So,
and this one has an attached garage. Cool thing about this builder, like this garage, epoxy floor, you've got water access in your garage and it's heated. So pretty cool. I mean, you don't really see that very often in a standard feature of a unit. So that's pretty awesome.
come on. All right, you want to take us upstairs,
Yeah,
Cody?
let's go ahead and head upstairs. All of your bedrooms are up here. All right, so coming up into the upper level, you've got spare bedroom 1 and spare bedroom 2 right next to each other. Decent sized rooms. This bedroom here is a little bigger. They can both come with good sized closets. And then you have your 3-piece bath right off the hallway here, which would go for those 2 bedrooms. And then nice big laundry room. And you know, we'll talk about this throughout the video, but this builder also could do some tweaks if you wanted to add some cabinetry, a sink, things like that to the laundry room. You can do that. And then here's the master. Master has its own little deck off the back, which you do have some mountain views out the back here, and a nice big bathroom and closet attached to this master suite with double vanity, nice tile shower, and the walk-in closet is massive.
Go check it out. A lot of space. Get out of the way. So as I mentioned on the map video, this whole Millworks property is built on an old mill site, much like Atlas Waterfront and Riverstone. But the cool thing is it's kind of hidden. Not a lot of people know about it. It's a brand new development, and it's got all 3 levels of price points. So like we showed you on the first listing here today, you're closer to that 400. It was 415. This one's a little higher at about the 500 mark, just under that. And then house number 3, we're gonna show you is the actual model home they're sitting at right now. It's for sale, but it's gonna be in the 700s. So we get all those 3 levels in this neighborhood with restaurants, some shopping, gym. It's a really cool mixed use place. So we're excited about it. It's brand new. Come on, and we'll come back down. I don't know, did we look at the laundry room? I don't know.
Yep.
Okay. And just as we're walking back down to the main level, I know we talk a lot about all different types of living in North Idaho and the different towns, and Post Falls is definitely the one city in our kind of panhandle area that's probably growing at the most rapid rate, just because there's so much area and land to develop. So a lot of new development is coming to town, and Post Falls has never really had a neighborhood like this before, and it's really close to what their downtown will end up being off of Spokane Street, right down by the river. And so it's kind of on the front end of what we think is this kind of downtown corridor that Post Falls is really trying to create and generate. So this is house number 2. Hope you enjoyed it. We're gonna head over. You can't miss the last one. It's the model home. It's staged super nicely. It has it has the main living area, but it also has a room above a garage for like an in-law suite. And it's just a really cool property. And so stay tuned. And then don't forget to reach out to us, call, text, or email us. If you want to get a hold of us and find the right space to live in North Idaho, we'll set up a call for you and get you set up with a relocation package, everything you need to know about North Idaho. But let's go check out house number 3. All right, guys, last but not least, this is our pick number 3 on North Idaho Hidden Gems. We're at 1031 Railroad Avenue. This is the model home of this Millworks development, and it's an awesome property. Lexi and Cody are inside. They're gonna give you a tour of it. It's a model home, but the unique thing is it's actually for sale with some major builder incentives right now. So let's take a look, go do a little tour. It's almost 3,000 square feet and fully finished. All right, knock, knock, knock. All right, guys, let's take a look at this gorgeous house. Lexi, what's happening?
Welcome in.
Cody.
Yeah, let's come check it out.
Yeah.
All right, we got 3,000 square feet, huh?
Yep.
Yes.
Large. You'll see as we move around, big open spaces, tall ceilings, wide hallways, beautiful custom finishes.
Lots of natural light.
Yep. Lots of natural light, engineered hardwood floors, which on condos, you don't see that a lot, so that's awesome. Beautiful kitchen, custom countertops, high-end appliances, tile backsplash, pretty much everything you'd look for in a higher-end condo.
Go through the specs of it. We got the 3.3.
Yeah, this is a 3.3. There is a detached 2-car garage behind us with the potential to add some living space above, which is really cool. If maybe you have a family member that's moving home from college or mother-in-law or whatnot, got some options. So coming down this way, we've got the main floor bathroom for your guests, but also services this bedroom right here. Not the primary, but it's nice to have a bedroom on the main floor. This one does have double closets, and it's very light and bright in here, which is nice. Back here, you have access to a small yard space, and then behind here is your garage.
Cool.
Yeah.
So it looks like there's space above the garage, correct?
Yes, there
Yeah.
is about 600 square feet above the garage.
Yeah, and one thing to know, Connor can kind of show you here, we've got kind of the development map, and then there's a lot of commercial mixed use stuff going on in this development, which is awesome. As far as HOA goes, this is all HOA They're all condos, so think of it as like you've got everything taken care of on the exterior. And then as far as rentals go, because we've got a unit in the back, you know, people, first thing they ask is rentability. It's eight month minimum, and you can only rent out the unit as a whole. So you can't rent out the separate back unit.
Yep.
Yep.
Which is good. Keeps it more owner occupied.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right, let's go upstairs. So you've got the engineered hardwood floors all the way up, a nice wide hallway or staircase here, coming up to your absolutely massive laundry room, which you do have the option to customize, do built-ins, do a countertop, a sink, whatever kind of works best for you. Yep. Nice big linen closet.
Yeah.
Check into the master.
Yeah, and you can see here, I mean, wide hallways, which is always super nice. Yeah, so nice big master. Once again, good natural light, awesome big walk-in closet, which, you know, myself personally, I'd be doing a lot of built-ins in there. Yeah. I got shoes that I'm a shoe guy, so.
Big shoe guy.
Yep. And then really nicely finished master bath here. Beautiful tile work. You know, everything is upgraded in here. So hard surfaces, really great finishes throughout the whole house.
Do you want to give me a reminder on the price of this one?
This one is listed at $785, and it has some incentives up to about $15,000.
That's nice.
Yeah, that's awesome.
And
We
then,
walked by the bedroom. We can go back.
oh yeah. And then bonus space up here, like we were just saying, we walk past the bedroom, we'll go back. You can kind of tweak this as well. So if you wanted to add like a little bar or you know, anything you could kind of think of, they can do that as well. And then beautiful views out your upper porch here of the mountains. And the river is just, I mean, not a stone's throw, but just over those houses that you can see on the other side, the river is right there.
I could throw a stone over the mountains.
Yeah.
So your third bedroom is also good sized. And has the double closets. Like Cody was saying, really everything in this condo is upgraded. It doesn't feel builder grade for sure.
No, not at all.
Yeah, they
Yep.
did a really nice job.
Yep.
Yeah.
Right back down.
All right, so yeah, this is house number 3 on our list. And we'll talk about it throughout, but you know, really cool development here called the Millworks. They're really doing a good job of developing the entire area, mixed use, commercial, restaurants, apartments, condos, parks. Really trying to make this kind of like, you know, we've talked about on other videos, Atlas waterfronts in Coeur d'Alene, trying to kind of go that route, have similar features.
Well, there you have it, guys. Those are our top 3 listings of the week. Hope you enjoyed them. They caught my eye, this brand new development in Millworks. Don't forget to reach out, call, text, or email us, however you got to get a hold of us. We love helping you find the right place to live in North Idaho. So until the next video, guys, we'll see you later.